Hey guys, Brian here, and today I'll be reacting to normal, everyday things made bigger.
Is there such a thing as too much pizza? One man doesn't seem to think so after he helped create the world's largest pizza. Over 130 feet in diameter and featuring around 20,000 pounds of ingredients, the team claimed their world record before feeding the public with a free slice.
How do they even cook that? It's so big. You can't cook that. How? There is not an oven big enough for that.
This is the world's tallest bicycle, and you have to be pretty crazy to want to try and ride it.
When it was coming out, I thought it was CGI. It didn't look real. How do you even ride that thing?
He built and rode his 15-foot push bike across the streets of San Francisco.
How do you even get on it? If you fall, you're dead for sure. Well, not dead. Maybe you're gonna break a leg. If unlucky, you'll die.
These guys claim the record for the highest ever Lego tower, reaching a height of 114 feet 11 inches. The key to setting this record? Wearing shoes.
If that tower falls on you, you will die. For sure. Maybe. I'm not sure.
This is the world's largest cereal bowl, and these guys are about to swim in it. The good mythical morning duo donned pajamas and jumped right in, before bran flakes and milk were poured up to their armpits. This kind of feels like drinking your own bathwater, but way worse.
That actually looks kind of fun, but disgusting. And you don't want to eat that. You should not eat it because that's bad. That's very ugh.
When you've got a monster attitude but the palate of a toddler, maybe for dinner you can take a bite out of the world's biggest chicken nugget.
That's a chicken nugget? Why is it so big?
When you really need people to know you have an iPhone, why not go for the largest iPhone ever? And on top of that, why not get ZHC to do some custom artwork on the rear so you really stand out?
I mean, where will you go with that kind of phone? Even phones from 1980s weren't that big. So big, you have to just leave it at home. It's bigger than a TV.
When you've got a hunger that just won't quit, this is the longest and heaviest hot dog in the world.
That's a hot
With
dog?
enough sausage to feed a family of 500, this 40-foot-long Chicago-style hot dog is the same length of an adult T-Rex and weighs more than 37 pounds.
Why do they make super big things? They just wake up suddenly and then go like, oh, I should make the biggest hot dog ever?
The whole appeal of driving a Hummer is sitting way above the other cars and traffic on the road. Obviously, for one driver, that just wasn't high enough. This beast rides at a height of 21.6 feet, meaning there's nothing on the road that even comes close.
Well, you know what they say about guys who drive Hummers.
This guy built a replica lighter that's roughly 15 times larger than the original. Although after watching him cook toast, melt plastic, and burn towels, I'm pretty sure he's just built a flamethrower.
Yeah, that's just a flamethrower that looks like a lighter. You're gonna burn your face lighting a cigarette or a cigar with that.
Turns out inflation at the grocery store isn't just affecting prices. Even the shopping carts are getting an upsize. But to push all that weight, you need an engine.
Why? You don't need this. Is this street legal? You shouldn't be allowed to drive this in the street, right? You shouldn't be.
So this street legal shopping cart is fitted with a V8 engine pulling 290 horsepower.
It's street legal. What the hell? That thing?
This is the biggest scooter ever created. And even though Oliver Tree may not exactly be riding it, those pants also qualify for the record books in terms of sheer length.
Why do you need that? There's no reason in the world for you to need a giant scooter like that.
Joe Cialgia took a normal size skateboard and blew the proportions up to 12.5 times the size, making it rideable for up to a dozen people. Just like a normal skateboard, the ride doesn't always go according to plan.
How do you even control that? You're gonna crash for sure. Oh.
The easiest thing about this world record size PS5 and controller isn't that they're over 100 times bigger than the normal gaming console. It's not even the insane customized artwork that ZHC applied to the exterior. It's the fact that this supersized gaming rig still works just as well as a regular size PS5, although the controls take some getting used to.
Making small things bigger shouldn't be that difficult, right? I'm sure all the chips and everything, the same thing's just in a small compartment there, so
I'm not sure if this is a PSA about heart disease or an actual restaurant menu item, but this is the world's biggest burger. Featuring 1,793 pounds of fresh ingredients, the massive meal took more than 16 hours to make.
That beef looks dry. So dry. That doesn't look good.
Costs $8,000 for—
Look at that. Look how black it is. It looks like a turd. I don't want even a bite of that.
If their name hadn't tipped you off already, monster trucks are already big.
Yes.
This bad boy is on a whole nother level.
Oh my
Bigfoot
God.
5 is the biggest, widest, and heaviest monster truck in the world, treating other cars like inconvenient speed humps. I guarantee you no one's cutting you off in traffic if you're driving Bigfoot.
Where do you even get wheels like that? so big. It's almost as big as a house.
If I saw the world's largest duck floating around my city's harbor, I'd be worried there's a giant nearby taking a bath.
Why do you need this? Why do you need a giant duck? You don't need that.
When you want to maximize your fun, you go big. And I mean really big. After tweaking the amount of air pressure and changing out puck materials, the supersized version of the classic arcade game was ready to go.
That one looks fun. I want to try that.
These guys inflated a balloon that was rated to be able to expand to a diameter of 36 feet before popping.
Oh my god. That's so big.
They've constructed the world's largest rocking chair. Built to scale, only 20 times bigger, the monument stands at an impressive 56.5 feet tall.
I don't want to be sitting on that when it's rocking. You're gonna fall off. You need seatbelts for that.
Sometimes when you supersize something cute, you make it absolutely horrifying. Take the case of this giant stuffed rabbit left to rot on an Italian hillside. Why was it made?
So no one knows why it's made? Suddenly they just found it there?
The beach isn't the first place I think about construction-based records, but all that's about to change after seeing this.
Wow.
It took a team of people more than 3.5 weeks to create this 57-foot-tall masterpiece. Let's just hope it doesn't rain.
How do they make those things? I mean, I saw one recently, but they were, tiny ones. This one's huge.
In India, an army of over 1,000 people from more than 15 countries got together to crochet the world's largest ever blanket. At over 120,000 square feet, this record attempt is the perfect remedy for anyone who hates sleeping alone.
Who would use this? No one will use this. Useless. But oh my god.
This is the largest swing in the world.
Oh
Starting from
God.
2,300 feet above the ground,
no.
riders fly over a cliff in southern China at speeds over 80 miles per hour.
In China, I'm not getting on a ride that could kill me in China. No.
For every kid that owned a Hot Wheels set, this looks like a dream come true.
Oh
It's the
my
world's
God.
largest loop-the-loop, measuring a whopping 62.5 feet high and traveling a full 360-degree circle.
That works? I guess if it works with Hot Wheels, it should work with real-life cars. Wow. For me, the most interesting thing was the pizza. Like, I can't understand how they were able to even get an oven that could cook the pizza. Everything else was cool too. Which one was the most fascinating for you guys? Put it down in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.